Hi guys, welcome back again to Morglintz YouTube channel. So if you are coming across this channel for the first time, I say a very big welcome to you. Kindly click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notifications whenever I post a new video. So today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful headpiece. It's a beautiful fascinator that can be worn to complement your dressing to a semi-formal or formal event such as tea parties, Christian weddings and the like. So let's get into the tutorial proper. For this tutorial, these are the materials I'll be needing. I'll be needing a feathers, my veil net, a crinoline, a bias, an Alice band, my masking tape, a millinery wire, scissors, gum, and a needle and matching thread. So this is my millinery wire. You can choose to use a masking tape or a thread to tie both ends together. So the measurements of this millinery wire is 36. You can choose to make it smaller, you can choose to make yours wider, but for me I'm working with 36. So to connect the both ends together, I use a thread to tack it together. You can use a masking tape as well. So after which I'll move ahead to use a bias to tame the body of the wire. So right now I'm just putting a gum at the tip of the bias and I leave to dry before rolling it around the wire. So this is it after rolling around the wire. This is what I have. Then you tame it down with a gum at the last end. So this is my net. My net is of 25 inches by 25. So I'll be placing the wire at the middle of the net, then fold all the edges together to the midpoint, where I can have a fold of all the tips together, then thread down with a thread. So before then I'll fold it together, then see what I have. So this is what I have. So if you want to make it more coffee, so you roll it around this way depending on how you want it. So you can see the shape is given. So if you want it this way, this is what you do. You keep rolling, twisting till you have your desired shape. But for me, that shape is too much, so I just want something a bit coffee, so I'm reducing it back to have my desired shape. So this is what I have. So I'm taming it down with my thread. So I'm using a matching thread, so I'm using a white thread this time around, so that it doesn't contradict the color of my background. So I'll be tying this down to hold the folds, the tips together. Then I'll cut at the upper part, then I'll cut the excess off. And while cutting, you have to be very careful not to overcut it. Just cut it immediately after the thread, not too far away from the thread. So this is what we have. So the next is my crinoline. So I'm working with the 5 inches first. I have my 5 inches in 4 places, so I'm folding it to tame down the tip. Then I'll fold the tip with a thread to form something like this. So I'll be making 4 of this. I'll be making 4 of these to connect it together with a needle and thread the 4 together. So next is my bigger bow. So I'm working with 18 inches to form a fold at the middle. Then I'll thread down with my needle and thread. So I'm working with 18 inches, so I'm making 2 of these as well. So 18 inches, 2 of these. So the first one I'll fold into 2 this way, then at the middle I'll make a fold, then I'll thread down. So the next one will just be a straight one without fold. So this is what I have. So this is the second one that I'll be using too. These are my 4 loops that I first made. So I'll be threading down with a needle to connect it together. So this is the second big loop that I have. So I didn't fold it at the middle, I just make a straight stitch at the middle with my sewing machine. So now it's time to arrange all the loops together. So I'll be arranging it all together this way, making the last the stitched one to be the last that I'll be placing on the frame of the fascinator. So I'm going to be threading down with my needle and thread to connect all of them together. before placing it with a gum on the frame. So right now that this has been done, I'll be placing it this way on the frame. So with that, I'll be needing a gum. I'll be using my candle wax and my gum to place it on it. So you have to make sure it is very hot, like very hot. So with that, it can be more sticky and firmly glued to it. So I further used my fishing line to tack it down. Nothing beats tacking. So I further use my fishing line to do my tacking. So I'll be placing these flower trimmings on it before placing it on my Alice band. So I'm trying to see the angle it will be sitting on the Alice band. So that's at that point, just slightly some inches away from the middle, that is where I'll be placing it on. Then I'll be using my fishing line and thread to tack it down. This time around, I won't be using my white thread. I'll be using an invisible thread, which is the fishing line, to tack it down to my Alice band. But first, I think I use my gum to have a placement on it before tacking it down permanently with my fishing line. So this is what I have after tacking down and after placing the trimmings at the middle of the quillo line to just finally end that point. So I further funkify it with a feathers, and I also use some white pearl. So you can choose to use any design, any applique or anything that you want to use to further beautify your fascinator. You can just choose to add it just to bring out more beauty, to add more beauty to your work. So at this point, I hope you learn one or two from this tutorial, and if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please don't forget to do so, as on this channel we have a lot of DIYs that will be bringing to you, starting from the headwear to makeup, name it. So click on the bell icon to get notifications whenever I post a new video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel, guys. Please guys, subscribe to our channel. So I've come to the end of this video. So I already added the feathers, and this is what I have. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye.